Like Weezy? Like Weezy is hard.
She said, "How big that be?"
That's it, because I saw it at the BET Awards, and that shit was. I liked it in the first place, but the BET Awards had it hitting different. But what's good, y'all? I'm with the homies. You feel me? Go ahead, introduce yourself.
One and only Shrubhead, you already know.
Yep.
Hey man, God is good, bro. Quite cool shit.
And since y'all far back, you either have to speak up or come closer.
Hey, y'all hear me?
Yeah, I didn't think good. But yeah, so we basically go. Drake is lame. What's good, JJ? We basically going what's it called? I know the homie DeVille, did a video on Dave Free confronting DJ Academics. You see what I'm saying? So we basically just gonna watch that shit and talk about it. Hey, shout out Inglewood. Shout out Kara. I peeped your battles, nigga. You're nice. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I'm about to get back in the ring soon too.
Are
you? Yeah. We thinking about September, but I don't know. I'm gonna see.
That's exciting.
Yeah, but yeah, we gonna talk about this Academics confronting Dave Free first. All right, that's what we gonna do. Shout out to DJ Ortiz, Chloe Cams, Just Jubes, Rocky McGee, Shaker, Fat Face. Damn, that's crazy. Big Fuzz, Chloe Cams, Jay, Wendy Jenkins. I'm not gonna say that one.
No, go ahead and say that.
Nah.
Go ahead and say that name, nigga.
Hey, TRP.
Yeah.
Stoop Side Hip Hop, Miz, Gaming with your boys, Clarabelle. All right. So my homie DeVille, I know he got what's it called? I know he got some he did a video on this. So we're gonna watch that video and just commentate on it. You feel me? I know the homie definitely be breaking this shit down. So
come on up.
Let's get it.
Smoking sativa, I'm smoking the highest sativas.
All right, let me know if y'all can hear this.
I'm in the middle of the trenches. I'm in the middle of the K-Bots right now.
So it looks like Academics didn't stop going to concerts. It looks like the weekend concert.
Y'all can hear that? Type of one in the chat if y'all can hear that.
Niggas ain't said nothing.
Y'all can hear that? One. All right, say less. All right, say less. Let me make the screen bigger. Wait, hold on. What the fuck?
That nigga cook.
Damn. Wait. We just gonna do it like nah.
Nah.
Oh hell no. All right, y'all ready? All right, come on.
After getting lined up by his manager wasn't enough. It looks like he wanted to prove a point that he's still somebody that could go wherever he wants. And he decided to go to the GNX concert with Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Now, this wasn't really a good idea. You could see here he's in a suite. Now, if you don't know, a suite is a room that you pay for to see the show. It's a little bit more private, despite the view. Looks very far from the view that you would rather prefer. This is a place where people decide to go to if they want to have some privacy.
Sure say?
Where?
What that nigga jacket say, bro?
Where?
What that?
Nobody?
What did it say under that, bro?
Wait, hold on.
The show, it's a little bit more private, despite the view. Looks very far from the view.
Wait.
Yo.
Wait. What that say?
Nobody bigger.
Bigger. Okay. Nobody bigger. All right, just making sure.
that you would rather prefer. This is a place where people decide to go to if they want to have some privacy. Of course, Akademiks doesn't want to get bothered. There's a reason why he chose these seats. I'm assuming that he thought that he was safe being in the suite from the average fan, from the regular goers, from everybody else that's just normal buying tickets and just going to see the show. While he's in the suite, while he thinks
hey, he is correct. Nobody think that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
that he has this privacy, he gets confronted. He gets confronted by none other than Anthony Saleh, which is Kendrick Lamar's manager, and Dave Free, which is Kendrick Lamar's business partner for PG Lang and longtime friend. Now we all
So Ant was there too. That's the dude Kendrick talking about 616 in LA.
Okay. And
Right? Okay, that makes sense. So that's his manager. Anthony is his manager.
oh shit.
Oh my God.
Nah.
All right, hold on. All right.
Lock in.
All right, lock in.
know that these two gentlemen were name dropped by Drake in the beef. Anthony Saleh was somebody that Drake was antagonizing before Kendrick Lamar had dropped any music, before he had dropped 616 in LA and all that. Drake was online talking smack about Anthony Saleh. He was putting posts online about him, doing all of these things, trying to get Kendrick Lamar to respond. It wasn't until 616 in LA had came out where Kendrick Lamar had said in the second verse, yeah, somebody lying. I can see the vibes on Act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points for beating your chest, harassing Ant. Effing with good people make good people go to bed. So you could see clearly.
Conspiracies about Cash Doll. That's not even the leak.
No, boy, that nigga was wilding. But that's crazy. Okay, so I figured this was the case, but now we got confirmation that Drake was harassing Kendrick Lamar's manager. And that's why he had this bar. Ain't no brownie points for beating your chest, harassing Ant. Fucking with good people make good people go to bed. I feel like the more shit that uncovered, the more Kendrick. I mean, it's been doing that, but the more we learn, the more these lyrics are going to like really come to life. Because
that this was somebody that was mentioned right after that bar about Akademiks was mentioned. It's funny how these two people have finally met up in person that were talked about in the 616 in LA verse. Another person that pops up is Dave Free. We know that Dave Free was somebody that Drake had mentioned multiple times, had said a lot of things, accusing him of being the father of Kendrick's children. All of these outrageous things to say about Dave Free and Kendrick and their dynamic as a friendship, talking about their kids, talking about the wives and all of this stuff. Very inappropriate, but this was during the beef. And Dave Free was talked about by Drake and Anthony Saleh as well. Going back to Akademiks, Akademiks was somebody who was approached by Anthony Saleh and Dave Free. He thought that shit was sweet in this suite. He thought that he wasn't going to get touched. But it looks like after posting constantly at the concert, because he was posting this in his story at the same time as it's going on, eventually, I'm assuming in my mind, Anthony Saleh and Dave Free figured out where Akademiks was staying. Because right after Akademiks...
Yeah, so he basically saying that DJ Akademiks was posting that he was there, right? And I knew he was posting that he was there. But after that, they pretty much knew what suite he was in. And so they went to the suite and talked to him. That's interesting.
Started posting to his story. They ended up meeting with him in the suite that he was staying in. Obviously, if they see that Akademiks is in one of the suites watching the show, they're just going to get the drop on him and find out where exactly he's at so they could go and confront him. This is where they start to confront him. And eventually, after the scenario, Akademiks goes on live stream to talk about it.
Anthony Saleh, which I think is a manager. I think he's a manager. Me and him, we actually chopped it up. You know, we actually sat down, we were talking until Euphoria came out. Euphoria, I was like, hold on, brother, I got to listen to Euphoria. And then Dave Free popped up. And me and Dave Free, you know, that was the first conversation since pretty much 2022, I think. And, you know, at the end of the day, positive vibes. Clearly, you know, they have a POV. I got a different POV. Most of all, I think the conversation was, they were trying to see, like, yo, Are we into it or we? And I'm like, nigga, at the end of the day, I'm doing my job here. You get what I'm
So clearly,
Hey, hold on. Nah. That's not what they said.
What he said?
They asked me, are we into it? Or that's not what the nigga said. That is not what the nigga said. They asked you if you have a motherfucking problem. They said, nigga, do you have a problem or what, nigga? What is it? Let me know. He said, I'm doing my job, man. I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. I'm just covering. Yeah, all right. Talking about Kendrick Lamar getting molested and all that because you thought he got and you thought that's what he was saying in the song. I guess that's just doing your job.
I even remember a video when Act got mad at Soul, and he was like, "When I see Soul, he's like, I'm gonna really do something about it."
Oh, you talking about?
Like, I'm gonna be at that show too. I'm going to this GNX concert.
Yeah, like nigga, you can't do all that on the internet, and then all of a sudden now you want to be Mr. Teddy Bear. That's crazy. Nigga talking hella crazy, bro. That is not what the nigga said. They didn't walk up and say, "Hey, do we have a? Are we into it?" Hell nah. Are we into it is crazy.
Akademiks gets confronted. He doesn't want to say it, but he did get confronted. He was posting on his Instagram stories, acting like he was untouchable from the suite that was blocking everybody else from
Hey, hold on. Shout out Lightwalkers. Yo, Jalabi, I'm gonna be at both shows in Toronto. What? That's fire. Cause I got a crazy feeling about that show, bro. Especially the one on Friday the 13th. I got a crazy feeling about that show, bro. I don't know if the normal shit. I don't know.
That red Akademiks uncovered is about to be uncovered.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he might mess around and uncover that red GNX in Toronto. Boy, that nigga Drake about to go do a stream with Kai Cenat. Let Kendrick drop bodies. Then Kai Cenat gonna be in a rock between a rock and a hard place, nigga. Do I play this Kendrick song that everybody's listening to, or do I pretend it's not out because Drake here?
That's crazy.
That's tough.
The whole chat gonna be talking about Kendrick dropped in all caps.
Oh my god.
Then nigga Kai Cenat gonna be talking about some. He all of a sudden he not looking at the chat no more. He just talking to Drake.
Yeah. Niggas all doing skits.
Niggas start doing skits. Niggas say, hold on, I gotta use the bathroom.
interacting with him. However, that wasn't going to interfere with Anthony Saleh and Dave Free getting ready to confront him. Don't let the calm demeanor fool you. Akademiks definitely got confronted by Anthony Saleh and Dave Free.
saying? My opinion is going to lean a certain way because y'all know what type of music I like. But, you know, one thing I did agree with them with, you know, some of this shit should de-escalate. And, you know, whether it's fan influenced or whoever else has connected to it, if it's possible, especially when it brings in third parties and family or shit like that, that shit, there's no place for that. Not shit that I'm necessarily doing because I don't speak about, give two fucks about, you know, talking about that. But at the end of the day, you know, I think there were respectful conversations. I think they understand my POV. Yeah, brother, at the end of the day, Drake my favorite artist. Like, my nigga, like, what do you, I don't care if I show up here today or tomorrow, the next day. Cool. Now, I understand their POV too. Bro, that, you know, cool. You could kind of fall over that type of side when it comes to your music opinions. But, man, that battle been over, man. We're not trying to keep digging holes where now people are, you know, people that ain't public with it. So, you know, we're talking about like families, and don't bring families.
It's just so funny to me because Akademiks acts very dismissive in this scenario. He acts like, hey, man, you know, this beef has been running on for too long. I mean, none of us should really be going at it like this. I know I understand your point of view and I have my own point of view, but it's like, bro, you have Akademiks TV. You have that Twitter channel. You have that Twitter account that's run by somebody else, constantly posting about Kendrick Lamar and other things, trying to talk down on them, you know. And then the other thing is that when you say things, it gets repeated by other people because you keep covering it. However, the conversation continues. And Academics says that they had told him more. I just think that it's funny how dismissive he acts in public, but he has a lot to say about the beef and others when he's in private, when he's by himself. The tone definitely changes when he's in front of these people face to face, kind of like how Drewski was in front of Kendrick Lamar yesterday or the day before. Academics is trying to take the stance about not bringing families into it. He's going to try to defend Drake when Drake was the one that was talking about family in the first place.
All right, Gabby from Vegas, let's go ahead and pack your concentrate orders. So your brownie batter went back in stock today.
That's the crazy thing about this dude, Drake, man, is it's the like to do all this shit and then play victim. Outrageous. I got a homie that I'm having him pull up one of these times. He a Drake fan. He a big Drake fan. Mike Kelty, yeah. He a big Drake fan, bro. This nigga, oh man. I didn't know that the Twitter propaganda had reached the people. But my boy Mike Kelty was talking about some, bro, UMG is. I'm like, nigga, are you dead ass? Are you serious?
What is he talking about?
He's talking about UMG was conspiring against Drake, and I'm like, nigga, you don't get the nigga. UMG was conspiring. These niggas got in the fucking. They went to the basement. Get the fuck out of here. Niggas went to the fucking attic. Niggas went to the fucking attic and started writing up master plans and shit with a flashlight.
It's the first time I talked to Dave Free in a while. I'm gonna pray for. I did say this to Anthony Saleh. I said the reality of what's happening now, because one thing I could say, okay? Both of them agreed and said, we understand that this musical feud is divisive. It has been good for music, and we did our thing and we're happy about it. But it is at the point where it's gotten personal, and the parts we don't like about it is when ancillary people get consistently thrown in the mix. Their lives are people are picking apart, people are digging into this, that, and the third about this, that.
Look, exactly. Hey. Exactly. After this live stream, Wendy Jenkins. I don't know what that is. Shout out to Wendy Jenkins, though.
Hey, the truth.
For real. Jalopy Act dropped the full recap on more clips will come from that for sure. Interesting. What?
You smashing Wendy Jenkins?
Yo, chill. That's a person. Nah, you wildin', bro.
It's off the name, off the shirt.
No, wait, nah, you tripping. Hey, chill. Nah, you. Nah, this nigga, something wrong with this nigga. Yo, this nigga is crazy. What the fuck? Hey, all right, come on. I forgot what we was talking about. What you talking about?
This is academic shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. I really, even if he did drop it on some other channel or really recapped it better, I don't really want to believe academics.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I don't know how much of this shit the nigga's saying is true.
And then I just know that Dave Free and them just don't have the time to waste.
Nah.
To be like going to the internet.
Trying to correct it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Them niggas never go. That's one thing I respect about TDE. Them niggas don't correct shit. Them niggas don't correct nothing, bro. They let people run with what they gonna run with it. You feel?
But I just don't want to believe a word out this nigga's mouth, bro.
Academics be capping crazy, but come on.
And the third, and what I told both of those men, because they even said, yo, act like, like some of your platforms echo some of this stuff.
A lot of the things that are repeated are coming from Akademiks himself. A lot of things that are being said online are usually things that are stemming from Akademiks' alternate account on Twitter. Akademiks is going to try to claim that these narratives are going on both sides. But when it came to Dave Free and Anthony Saleh, one thing that you have to understand is that Drake was the person that had brought these individuals up. He could have just talked about Kendrick Lamar. And that's another thing, too. I don't think that Kendrick would have brought up the family. I don't think that he would have brought up his dad, his mom, his son, not even the people on his team like Baca and everybody else like that. If it was just one-on-one, let's just talk about each other, I don't think it would have gotten that far. But we all know, as history goes, Drake was the one that brought up everything himself. He was the one that brought up family and friends. It says Drake keeps trolling, this time sharing a pic of the manager of Kendrick Lamar in Future. Is today the day? This is what he had posted when he shares this. He says, wonder if today is the day. Now, keep in mind, this post was on April 16th, 2024. It wasn't until May 3rd where Kendrick was going up and defending Anthony Saleh.
Waiting. It was talking about drop, Kendrick, drop.
Bro.
I remember that.
I remember that shit like it was yesterday. So to see the way niggas talk now,
Yeah.
niggas be like, oh, y'all always talking about this shit. Nigga, the biggest battle in battle rap history, I mean hip hop history, niggas was waiting a decade to see this shit. And when Kendrick didn't drop yet, y'all was talking fucking reckless. So yeah, niggas gonna rub it in y'all face. That's just what it is. It's the victory lap.
Wait, Drake,
You feel me?
What was it? Push-ups?
Yeah.
And then it was 6'6".
No, it was push-ups. Who was at the push-ups? Tailor-made freestyle.
Trash.
Garbage. And then it was Euphoria.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, Drake got smoked.
Drake got cooked. Drake got fucking cooked. The battle was really over at Euphoria. The battle was over at Euphoria, but he just went for the kill shot.
I feel like once he put out Tailor-made, I was like, yeah, this nigga's.
You know, in the movies when like like the evil villain or the bad guy, he gets shot. Like he gets like the bad guy walk up, the good guy walk up on him, like shoot him in the shoulder.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
and then he shoots him in the leg.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and then he started like pleading, like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me live. But he really got like a third, like a fucking revolver in the sock. And then
I don't know, like he doesn't have to use that gun. He just chooses to.
right, so he got the revolver in his sock. That's what Family Matters was. Once you know what I'm saying, he got the revolver in the sock. And he's
Kendrick slapped her. He
Kendrick-
slapped his wrist.
yeah, Kendrick slapped his wrist and then blah, headshot. Finished him.
Nigga walked away in the rain.
Hey, shout out to Winnie Jenkins. Much love and respect. Absolutely. Thank you for real. I want a compilation. I talking about Kendrick.
That's hard.
That's crazy. Y'all need to go watch the Punch interview. We actually did react to that. We did react to that a while ago. Yeah, we still talk about Jay-Z decades later. And before they made peace, it was a top discussion. I remember in school back then, it was all we could talk about. This is how it always is. The only difference is now people can make content about it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's the same shit. Niggas was going to do this anyway. You feel me? You go to the barbershops, niggas talking about it. You go to the fucking, you feel me? You go to the, this only new to niggas that's new to this. I fear. Okay.
And Day Free after this. So clearly, the person that was talking about Anthony Saleh and everybody else first was Drake. And the people that Drake had mentioned are now confronting Akademiks. Why? Because they want to see how close are you to Drake? What's going on with you and Drake? Similar to how The Weeknd and his manager had lined him up in the last concert, except in this case, I think Akademiks ended up lining himself up by getting too confident after that Weeknd concert. I'm going to just be real.
Thanks to Restore, Prime Time is back.
This is my time.
I didn't want to be bold.
That nigga said, I'm going to just be real. No, real talk though. I think DJ Akademiks started feeling himself. Like, I know they like. Yeah, listen, bro. Them niggas didn't come up there talking about some. Are we into it or something? Nobody did that. Nobody did that.
You're acting like this is on one side. This is happening on both sides. So if you feel like this thing has gotten too personal and you don't like when this happens and this happens, you have to realize there's fans, blogs, or whoever doing that to the other side.
That nigga said Game and 50 shit was dragged for years too. No one complained. And then just now with these modern day rap groupies, it's a sensitive subject. Oh,
That's a bar. That's a bar. Yeah. Shout out Rob.
He talking that shit, boy.
Yeah.
It really is a sensitive subject for these niggas. It really is. And also, media wants you to move on so fast. They want you to talk about something else so fast. It's like, nigga, nah, we in the middle of history, nigga. You better recognize what's going on here.
Yeah, they talking about Kendrick going to Australia with the tour.
Yeah, he doing the tour in Australia too. And I don't think SZA going with him either.
Oh, so that's just straight Kendrick.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. So it's like, nigga, come on, man. Drake got hurt. Now they want to talk about it.
I didn't even know he was going overseas.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think he got some UK shit too. Yeah, pretty sure he got a UK stretch somewhere in there.
No one ever want to go to Africa. Nigga finna go to India before you go to Africa.
Why? Kendrick be going to Africa? Yeah, Kendrick fuck with Africa, I heard. Somebody told me Kendrick fuck with Africa.
And I told Anthony, I said, brother, at some point, y'all don't got to be friends, but y'all need to come together to kind of calm the fans down, because right now they think they're beefing like Bloods and Crips. If you're saying you don't like when wives are put up on screen, you don't like when wives are being discussed, you don't like when daughters, sons, I don't think Drake likes when his son gets mentioned, or his baby mama, or his sexual history, or his lack thereof.
That's cap, because he was about to introduce everybody to Adonis through an Adidas press run. So that's cap.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas, he trying to pull the morality card. You can't pull the morality card in any situation involving Drake. I'm sorry.
What do you mean he was going to do an Adidas press run?
What do you think Pusha T was talking about?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Pusha T was talking about because he was about to introduce him to the world through an Adidas run.
The story I added on.
Yeah, that's what it's about. But that nigga,
I'm fucking wicked.
yeah. So I'm like, he didn't mind if people knew. He didn't mind if people talked about him. He was gonna make that nigga popular as a motherfucker with that. So I hate when they start pulling the whole people on the line. Didn't that nigga was talking about Kendrick's wife and all types of shit, nigga. Let's just call it what it is. All right. Them niggas that be on the Twitter Drake niggas, them niggas be wilding the fuck out. Okay? Suing niggas, doxing niggas. All right. But that's a small percentage of the Drake fans in the world. A normal fucking Drake fan ain't doing that shit. This is what I'm saying. Your everyday Drake fan walking around is not doxing niggas and shit. That's like 0.5% of his fan base on fucking Twitter. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. You go outside, that's not happening. So all these fucking excuses talking about, people are being hurt. No, that nigga got his ass whooped and we're going to make fun of him. That's all it is. It's really niggas just being niggas. That's really all this shit is.
Yeah.
It's really niggas just being niggas. A nigga got beat up, everybody clowning that nigga.
Yeah, he can still make music.
He can still be fine. But we just going to keep clowning this nigga because he got beat the fuck up. And y'all did that shit in school and all that. So niggas know.
Or making assumptions about what he may have. This is happening on both sides. So, when I hear them put that frustration out to me, I agree. But it's a mutual and a both ways thing that I don't think, even if they're like, all right, could you not amplify certain things? Well, there's other things being amplified. We're usually trying to just be a neutral arbiter. Now, obviously, sometimes, and I'm speaking about extensions of other pages that clearly are in the fold, we may lean a certain type of way because, Fuck with Drake.
Those alternate pages are going to be Akademiks pages that I was just talking about. And like I said, the person that was always talking about the people that were getting involved first was Drake. The family involved, Drake. The people that are confronting him now, Drake had mentioned those people first.
He said, Act, why you put that boy on your stream? He got me in Drake's case. And I said, dog, you know I've put people on stream that accuse Drake of whatever. You see, that's the thing that, I stand full steadfast on that.
Anthony Saleh has questioned Akademiks about the bot streaming. He tells them, why did you talk about me with that alleged whistleblower talking about the pay for stream, the payola that you were accusing us of? Because it was in that stream where Akademiks was named in the lawsuit accusing Anthony Saleh paying somebody to a fake or bot stream, not like us. It says whistleblower claims contact was with Anthony Saleh, the guy Drake kept posting over and over again. However, it was dismissed because there wasn't enough evidence to prove that that was accurate. Not only that, in a later stream, Akademiks was talking to Wack 100, where Akademiks had said himself out his own mouth that he had spoke to somebody from Spotify and they denied the not like us botting rumors. He said that he had talked to his man on Spotify and said that the Kendrick streams are real. So all those allegations about Anthony Saleh and all these things about bot streaming, the minute that he saw Akademiks, he confronted him about that. Why did you talk about me like that and put me in that boy's lawsuit? But the next thing that comes out of Akademiks' voice is very interesting because this is when out of his own accord starts to talk about Julian. We know about Julian. Everybody knows where's Julian, the situation with Top 5 and all of that. But he tries to use this as an example that he covers everything despite it being at Drake's expense.
Are you ready for kindergarten? And Challenge Unified School District. There's so
many. He got me in Drake's case, and I said, dog, you know I've put people on stream that accuse Drake of whatever.
Are you ready for kindergarten?
You see, that's the thing that, I stand full steadfast on that. I put somebody on my stream named Julian. He said Drake scammed him of millions of dollars. Then you had the K-Bots who said Drake. That didn't help Drake. But what am I? I'm a media outlet.
Now remember, Julian was the guy.
Yeah, this will get DJ. He's like, I'm a media outlet. I'm a media outlet. God damn it!
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That people are accusing of Top 5, Bun Dog being responsible of the disappearance of, allegedly, this is just the rumors and speculation that Akademiks ends up talking about. He's trying to make the point that he had brought this up despite it being more harmful to Drake than it would be to Kendrick Lamar. But my speculation is he used Julian as an example in this scenario to not only prove that he's willing to talk about things that would be bad for Drake, but at the same time mentioning this is also saying, I just covered this story. I don't know how deep the story goes. I let him on my platform and speak, but that's all I did, is what Akademiks is saying. And I feel like he's doing this to cover himself up from things that could have happened, alleged to have happened, whatever the case may be. But this story is very deep considering the whole situation with Top 5, Julian, him telling him about Cash XO and how he knows about his house getting shot up and all of these things, right?
All these pussies. Even Drake is scared to get a little Rico today. When I fucking get the Russian government, I fucking call the U.S. Embassy and play him all these fucking voices off the top, sending about shooting up the fucking weekend manager's house and holding a security guard.
People have accused Julian of being missing. Nobody knows where Julian.
Yo, that's why was that shit going so fast?
Did you hear what he said?
I've already seen this video. I covered this, but it was just like right there. It sounded crazy.
And how he knows about his house getting shot up and all of these things, right?
All these pussies. Even Drake is scared to get a little Rico today. When I fucking get the Russian government, I fucking call the U.S. Embassy and play him all these fucking voices off the top, sending about shooting up the fucking weekend manager's house and holding a security guard.
People have accused Julian.
Like, I understand for the first two. He just started losing me at the end.
That nigga said, Russia security guard. Yo.
End up being missing. Nobody knows where Julian is right now. And the last time we had seen him online, he was getting into an argument with Top 5 on Akademiks live stream where Top 5 said that he was going to get him touched by Bundog. Bundog was going to handle his business for him over there in Dubai. If you'd like to know more about that story, you could check out my channel. But I feel like Akademiks brings this up to distance himself from the scenario. I'm not afraid to talk about it because I'm not involved in it. However, it seems like it's somewhat of a dry snitch, considering that you're friends with Top 5 and people are accusing Drake and Top 5 of this horrendous thing, allegedly.
Day Free had a moment. He asked me, he said, "Ack."
Allegedly.
He said, "What are you getting from this?" He says, "Is he paying you?" And that was the most insulting thing and I had conversations with these men for a while. But the very idea that I was like a purchasable commodity was so disgusting. I reminded him, I said, I've been doing this for over 10 years.
Man, DJ Akademiks, cut it the fuck. Yo, oh, man. Cut it the fuck out, dog. Cut it out, bruh. Cut it out, bruh. This nigga talking about I was offended that he thought I could be a purchasable commodity. Man, nigga, are you dead ass?
You're a media outlet.
You just said you were a media outlet, and you've been running narratives for niggas. No, stop it. Stop it. You don't put out the type of propaganda that you putting out, right? You're not connected with all these guys who are putting out the same type of shit. You feel me? It's always an excuse. Niggas don't want to look compromised.
We gonna buy that nigga sold for 50 Amazon stocks.
Yo. Oh shit. A nigga soul costing 50 Amazon stocks is crazy. But it's like, come on, dog. You are so clearly compromised. It's not even funny. Like, it's hilarious. This is what I meant when I be like saying, like, I don't know if this nigga be trolling or not.
Oh, like this. I mean,
like this is given like.
This is what is it called? What's that shit called? This is it's like media training.
Like good PR, good
PR,
good media training. Yeah, you're right. He got the good media question. You're right.
Is he paying you? And that was the most insulting thing and I had conversations with these men for a while. But the very idea that I was like a purchasable commodity was so disgusting. I reminded him, I said, I've been doing this for over 10 years. I've been doing this for over 15 years. How did you think I became me? I said, you knew about me before this shit. How did you think I became? Did you think I was a cheap hoe that just could be bought?
And this goes back to me saying that.
I'm not gonna lie.
For over 15 years. How did you think I became me? I said, you knew about me before this shit. How did you think I became? Did you think I was a cheap hoe that just could be bought?
And this.
What he said? He said, did you think I was just a cheap hoe that could be bought?
Come on. 75 Amazon stocks. Backed up with some Ethereum. What we doing?
Goes back to me saying that Akademiks really doesn't want to choose a side in this beef. I think that Akademiks, after experiencing the situation with The Weeknd, Cash XO, Top 5, Drake, all of this stuff going on with Kendrick Lamar as well, I think he's starting to realize that he bit off more than he could chew, and now he's trying to say that he stands alone against all of the things that have been going on. I think Akademiks knows more than he lets on, and I think that he knows so much.
Talk that shit.
Using the right weight matters. The Body Pod lets you easily understand what is the fastest way to.
It's time for him to.
Freaky ass.
Yo, what the fuck?
Steer away from everything else. Let me do this thing. Let me go to Kendrick Lamar's concert. Let me go to The Weeknd's concert to let people know that I'm a neutral, that I'm just trying to cover this stuff. Yeah, I have a bias. Yeah, Drake is my favorite artist, but I'm just covering these things. I'm not trying to pledge any alliance to.
I'm going to tell you right now. If Drake loses the propaganda that DJ Akademiks is pushing, it's over for that nigga. DJ Akademiks has been the #1 source of keeping Drake alive throughout this entire situation. He's been spinning all the narratives for that side to fall for. And they falling for a lot of that shit. I think niggas might know, but they just, you feel me? So, nigga, DJ Akademiks stop covering biasly for, man, it's about to get dark for that boy. Nigga, Drake better play it. Ain't finna go stream with Kai Cenat. You gonna go stream with Kai Cenat? DJ Akademiks, you better stop. That nigga went to go stream with Kai Cenat. Not with Drake, no. With Kai. I don't know. Do you think Kendrick will be okay in Toronto? Yeah. Yeah. That's a very. I don't think Drake has as much power as people think he does. I think as far as that type of shit, you feel me? I think Drake does with his ties and stuff like that, probably does, but I don't think that supersedes the position Kendrick Lamar is in right now. He'll be good. Now the question is, and I got a theory. There's supposedly a bunch of Drake fans are trying to gather outside of it and just throw like a Drake party, I guess. That sounds orchestrated to me. So I don't know. I feel like it could be an intent, maybe cause chaos. I don't know. Maybe cause chaos, cause a situation. Who knows? I know they're gonna try something though. I just think it's gonna be more along the lines of antics. You feel me? But I heard they throwing a pizza party. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's crazy.
Damn, to go to like Toronto and have Not Like Us just take over the city.
No, for real. The niggas gonna be outside eating pizza and listening to 50,000 niggas rapping Not Like Us. That's gonna be tough. You should have just stayed home.
Anybody. This only comes after Top 5 gets shot up, after one of his friends loses his life, after things start getting very scarce, after the lawsuit starts getting very serious. Discovery is going to start to come out. In the lawsuit, he's already trying to blame Kendrick Lamar for the shooting, despite the shooting happening in Toronto, where everybody else is getting shot at. It only makes me feel like things are getting hot in the kitchen, and Akademiks is trying to break out. He's trying to get out of there. And I think the cover up for him going to this concert.
Oh, yeah, and there's going to be free OVO hoodies. How the fuck you pull that off? And there's going to be free OVO hoodies. At the little party they throwing outside of the concert.
You know, it's even
no, I'm like, nigga, how the fuck?
You know, it's even crazier. It just seems like they're having a party for the concert. Like they got pizza and they're listening to Kendrick's music in the back.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, nigga, what is their plan? What is the goal of this? This is clearly orchestrated by Drake and them niggas. This is not just some fans going out and doing this. Like, and I'm just like, what is the goal besides potentially causing chaos? I don't know, but we're gonna see.
Was to try to act like he could do this. I could go to these concerts. I went to the Weekends. Now I could go to Kendrick's just to show them that I can. But I think it goes back to why he went to the Weekends concert in the first place, to show people that I'm not really aligned with Drake like that. But why all of a sudden? Why do you want people to think that? A year and a half later, and it seems like you're distancing yourself from everything, from all of the chaos. And it's funny that it's happening now, after all the people that supported Drake are beefing with each other. And it got to the point, in my opinion, where Dave Free had to ask him, bro, were you getting paid? Are you getting paid? Because why are you going so hard the way that you are? And Akademiks gives him a lot of pushback. He's like, look, bro, I'm not like that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to cover everything, and that's why I'm here. It's funny how the tone changes when these guys you've been disrespecting with Drake are in front of your face. Mm-hmm. Almost like he knew that people were starting to align himself with Drake and his people a lot more, to where he started to look like a guilty party. Akademiks' defense to all of this is to try to say that they never contacted him after this beef had unfolded. He said that he talked to Dave Free in the past, but he lost connection with him after the beef. I wonder why. It looked like you were aligning yourself with them heavily since the beef started.
His idea was, well, if you're not getting paid by this guy, if Drake ain't paying you, why do you lean that much in that direction? And I was like, huh? I've never gotten paid. Like, the people who I've defended the most, I've never gotten paid from. That was something that I was a little taken aback by, because I couldn't believe it. And I think Dave Free's a very intelligent guy. I couldn't believe he thought that I was getting paid to maybe have the opinions or the POV that I have.
And I think that Akademiks is being real offended by what Dave Free had said. It's for the same reason why he's trying to be independent now. He wants to act so offended so that way he could sell it to people. So he could try to sell the idea that he's been trying to cover it from the start from both sides, and that he never pledged his allegiance to Drake, and that he was never fully aligned with him. But like I said, after the situation with Top 5 and someone losing their life after he was targeted, it only seems like Akademiks is acting offended as a cop-out or in a way to plead that he is innocent from all the darker things taking place.
If you don't know where to start in Top Heroes World, the Springland is a great place to start. There are low-level enemies and...
He was trolling, he went way too far. He picked the side.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wrap.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Stand on business.
Yeah.
He was talking crazy on niggas' character. Like,
yep.
It was beyond theatrical. Like,
for sure. So. These Akademiks was tripping. He was wilding, bro. Like, that's not normal shit. That's not like you just covering a side, like being, nah, bro. That nigga was tripping. He telling Absol, talking about Absol gonna have to have like his funerals ain't gonna be like Nipsey's. Like, nigga, that's not, yeah, like, nigga, that's not just coverage. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
There was some good conversations. I've gotten, I got Anthony's contact, and hopefully, I told him, I said, listen, throughout the battle, we probably definitely came off very biased, not only because I like Drake and he's my favorite rapper. And anytime my favorite rapper is going against another person, if he's my favorite rapper, I'm going to say my favorite rapper is going to win. But you guys lost communications with us at that time because again, whether I preferred Drake or not, if you choose to not clear anything up, like today we're talking, they mentioned a few things I didn't know. But when you choose not to involve yourself in clarifying the narrative gets written without you. It always happens like that. I'm in the media. I know how it goes. So, hopefully, my stance don't change. Drake's my favorite rapper. It won't change ever. Okay. Even if me and Drake beefing, well, depending on what beef. Because when I hate a nigga, I really hate a nigga. But.
And that's a funny way for him to end the live stream. Even if me and Drake are beefing, I'm still.
Wipe your mouth and slow down, nigga. Damn. Nigga, gather yourself. Get on your fucking feet, nigga. What the fuck? Holy fuck.
You're like, well, I hate a nigga. I really hate a nigga. Yeah.
Like he was drinking water while he was talking.
I'm going to go hard on him. Well, it depends on the beef. If I really hate a person. Another speculation that I have is that not only is Akademiks distancing himself from all of these scenarios between all of these beefs that Drake has, there's also speculation that Akademiks could be turning on Drake because he just doesn't respect him as a person. Drake doesn't really give Akademiks a lot of respect. A lot of people pointed out, a lot of people are saying, well, he doesn't really look at you as a friend. He doesn't really look at you as a person that he really respects. Why are you going so hard for him if he doesn't even look at you that way? I think that's what Dave Free had meant. I think Dave Free meant you can't be going this hard unless he's paying you, right? And Akademiks is also getting offended because it's like, what do you mean? I'm just covering it and I love Drake. But it's like, does Drake love you? Does he respect you as a man? Does he really respect you, honestly? I'm just asking. But it's crazy how he got tickets to go see The Weeknd, and he saw Kendrick Lamar in concert this year before he saw Drake. Like I said in the last video, The Weeknd gave him tickets before Drake gave him tickets. If that don't say something, then I don't know what is. My point is that there could be a speculation that Akademiks is distancing himself from Drake. The other speculation that I think is that Akademiks is slowly starting to understand that Drake don't really mess with him. And I think that's why Dave Free had asked him that question. I think it really startled him. I think they startled him in general. Anthony Saleh and Dave Free both had confronted Akademiks straight up. They saw him post on Instagram. They saw him post on his story.
Hey, shout out Reggie Comedy. He said, I'm convinced Drake clapping Act cheats his payment. Yeah. That's ridiculous, dog.
They found out that he was in the suite. They were able to get in, and they were able to question him about all the things that he'd been saying online. Akademiks went there publicly trying to prove that he could go wherever he wants. And despite him going, he gets confronted as soon as he gets there. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Y'all tell me how you feel in the...
Hey, man, shout out to Ville. That was a really good fucking video. That was a very good video. But, yeah, I think that I really agree with everything bro was pretty much saying. Like, I think Academics definitely didn't get pressed like the way he trying to paint it. I think it definitely went differently. And I think DJ Academics is definitely about to start distancing himself. We gonna be able to see based on what happened tomorrow. Based on what happened tomorrow, because I still think it's suspicious that he went to that show the day before the Kendrick or the stop before Kendrick's Toronto show. I still think that's weird. We're gonna be able to see tomorrow what type of time he on, because I think that could have been a situation to either cover something a certain way, cause chaos in some way. Maybe he was hoping he got beat up. I don't know. I just feel like I just think it's interesting. Out of all the dates you could have went to, you went to the one right before the Toronto date, and there's clearly a propaganda attempt, like a big wave of propaganda coming for those 2 days. They've been doing it already.
Come on now.
So, and I like to just dissect that shit because it's like watching like the way the government do media, or like CNN. Like, this nigga Drake be operating on that same level, but just on social media. Yeah, it was the same. If you read like a Noam Chomsky and like Manufactured Consent, like it's the same exact product. You feel me? So they going these next 2 days is gonna be massive propaganda. Massive propaganda. You're already doing the Kai and that shit. We can talk about that real quick, too.
Yeah, the fact he's talking about
tomorrow, right?
Stream, now that's a little wicked. That's a little wicked.
That's so funny. That's so funny how it was just at like the BET Awards.
Yeah, it was just a BET.
And Drake is with Kai.
That's what I'm saying.
On the first day of Kendrick Toronto show.
Literally. Like, this is clearly calculated. And I'm thinking like, and this is the picture they used to announce it. But yeah, this is the picture.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's them.
Drake is fine.
So
Drake look like he melted.
That nigga literally, he like melting is crazy.
that nigga look like he eating a meatball sandwich with the mozzarella nightly.
He said, so this is my thing. Drake is clearly trying to distract everybody. But there's no way that he believes that only doing a Kai Cenat stream will be enough distraction. There's no way he thinks that.
I don't know what he's thinking.
I mean, he's done like 2 streams with Aiden.
Yeah, but he's using this stream specifically as a distraction.
But I mean, I guess for what? Unless Kendrick drops, I guess, the song that day, then. But that won't look good on stream because, like you're saying, niggas will comment. Kendrick just shot.
But that's my thing. Drake I don't think he been thinking straight this whole time.
I don't think he's not the master chess player we thought he was.
Nah, Meek Mill had us looking at Drake in a whole different. Meek Mill was on drugs and was trying to find studios. I don't know I don't know about all that. But Drake.
Someone said that.
What?
Did someone say that or you said that?
Meek Mill said that in his shit. Yeah, Meek Mill was saying he was going through niggas struggling with pills and shit. He be saying it in his music.
Okay.
But yeah, that nigga was struggling at that time. So I still respect the win, I guess. But at the same time, nah. I think that's a win that, you know what I mean? We gave Drake a little too much credit for how that went down.
And that was more a product of, you know what I'm saying, the industry, the way they was hyping up and making narratives. Because if you listen back on it, Drake ain't even win.
I want to know is fire.
Want to know is he?
1-0 should have been a kill shot. But I get it because Drake did have some this pick is zesty as fuck. Shout out Bond to baby girl. She said this pick is zesty as fuck, nah, for real. But hey, I ain't gonna say it ain't zesty. It's just two guys, not afraid to
the sativa got this nigga. The sativa got this nigga tripping.
Yeah.
Yo, why Drake looks sad as shit?
He looked like a beagle. That nigga looked like a sad beagle.
Oh shit, this nigga said this is a hot take. I think Drake isn't as sharp as he used to be because he might be sick for real.
Oh,
that back-to-back was a prepackaged Machine Nation?
Yo, what?
Machine Nation hit. I never gave him that win. I heard it the label and the machine play as soon as I heard it. She's saying that's why.
Machine Nation. Okay, I
right.
get you saying.
She's saying that's why Drake and them is suing because they think that UMG did for him what they did for Kendrick, what they did for him.
Shit. Okay.
I remember them bots on Twitter, bro. Because I remember I did a video on this. Looking back, I was like, nigga, I just remember as soon as 1-0 came out, it just got stormed by people saying it was trash. Just stormed. Yeah. And thinking about the way he used bots against Pusha T and Kendrick on Twitter, I wouldn't doubt if that was the first attempt to sway the narrative. And I wouldn't be that. Meek Mill was a sacrificial lamb that the industry used to show what could happen if you went against Drake. Woo! His message was at the right one, but at the wrong time. Sheesh. That's tough. You're not lying. You're not lying.
What's up with Rob? Rob like a monk or something?
Rob a monk is crazy. War Pain by Meek Mill is fire. That's what I'm saying. Meek Mill started getting back once Drake dropped that Summer 16. Meek Mill said bet, shot back at him, but Drake did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? But he did win the first one, but I don't think he really won. But so technically he don't gotta give a nigga a rematch. But machination. No, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm very interested in what's gonna happen tomorrow as far as what Kendrick is going to do. I think it's possible that Kendrick doesn't do nothing on the first night, but on that Friday the 13th, bro, there's no way this nigga booked the show for Friday the 13th. They call him the boogeyman and nothing happens.
After the super strawberry moon, nigga.
For real. And it's a different type of back-to-back. You got a song called Back-to-Back, nigga. We doing back-to-back shows.
He said back-to-back. I'm going to get back to that. Or something. What do you say?
Oh, back-to-back. I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record.
Hold up.
That's a different type of back-to-back. That's a different type of back-to-back. That nigga pulling up to your show, your city, in a stadium you have never performed at because you're not capable of getting that many people in there, right?
Drake never performed
At Rogers, no.
He's never performed at his own shit?
Rogers, nope. Hasn't performed there one time. This Kendrick Lamar would have performed and sold it out before Drake.
No, that's crazy.
In his city.
That's crazy.
So not only that, and you getting Not Like Us back-to-back nights. Oh, man. And who knows who Kendrick is bringing out? I know Kendrick bringing niggas out. Because Drake done blocked niggas from doing shows and all types of shit. Nigga, what?
Nigga finna have Dutch Belly in the cage.
Yo.
And the DJ Buster set.
Yo, they gonna have a video of fucking Dutch. Let me stop, bro. Let me stop. They gonna have a video. You know how they got you know how they had that big screen?
Yeah.
There's a video of fucking Dutch Belly who's in a cage, like you said. Like just playing it on the screen. He's just
Yeah.
The crowd's like, what the fuck?
Nah.
What the fuck?
Nobody pray for me.
There's a random Kendrick verse happening. He rapping from the perspective of Dutch Belly.
Yeah.
You was my dog.
No.
That's the first line. You was my dog. No, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He said, I'm from Toronto, obviously a Kendrick fan, and I feel like Drake low-key set us back in terms of cultural relevance. Now, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of Canadians that don't fuck with Drake. It's crazy. And I think that's what Kendrick was doing. This is another theory of mine. I think what Kendrick was doing with the Not Like Us song. What? Yo, shut up, bro. Yo. Jalopy, tap in tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming. Okay, say less. You know what? I'll if you cool with it, I'll just stream your stream. If you doing it on like react to your stream. Like you do the stream, upload it, and then I'll react to it like we just did the Ville type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like just post it though, so we can click on it and watch it. But yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna do I just don't know. Yeah, say no more. I have it up. Bet, yeah, because I just like I see that you can watch like people's TikTok lives and do it, but I don't know. I'm just nah. I'd rather talk about it afterwards or something, or just make a real time video. You feel me? I'd rather just make a real time video or something. But yeah, Meek was spitting all facts. Meek got this whole shit started, but yeah, they definitely used him as a sacrificial lamb. But yeah, what they were saying about Toronto, it's a lot of people in Toronto that just don't rock with Drake. It's crazy. And I think that's what Kendrick was trying to do with Not Like Us. He was basically saying, I got a whole region that'll get behind me because of my influence, because of what I did, because of what I mean to the culture. What do you got? Like on some like, because think about it. What could Drake have done in response to Not Like Us? Make a song that's got the Toronto sound and it's amplify your allegations.
What the fuck is this Toronto sound though?
Exactly. What is the Toronto sound? For real. It's really, I mean, to me, it's kind of fabricated. No disrespect to T. It's a very fabricated sound.
Is it the UK influence little girl shit?
And like they got like the slow, like, you know, party and fucking Smiley and all them niggas. Fucking, I feel like a lot of it is based around OVO product. Like, I don't know. Is Bryson Tiller from Canada? No, right?
Nah, he's from Kentucky.
Right, but his style is I think that's one of the main guys. They kind of like morphed his style and like kind of Drake start doing it, so they call it Toronto style. I feel like it's a lot of Drake style. Like a lot of Drake, the styles they give to Toronto are usually styles that Drake stole, and then they claimed it was Toronto sound because Drake's the bigger artist. I think that Not Like Us showed Toronto that black culture is important. Exactly. I'm very, very sure that in the future, because of Kendrick, we will one day have a sound. That's what I'm saying. Like, Drake didn't have nothing to fall back on because this idea that he pushed Toronto, gave them a sound and all this different shit, it's not backed by a lot of shit. It really isn't. And if the time to prove that would have been in the battle. He called for his region. Now you call for yours. The only difference is you can't call for yours because you don't got that type of love where you're from. And that's why it's like, nigga, you can't say you got more love than Kendrick in California, and he got more love, and he might got more. I don't know, nigga. That Rogers show. I'm just saying. If Drake can't do that stadium, It's like, do Drake got more love in Toronto than Kendrick? I don't know.
And the fact that he hasn't performed there is crazy.
I'm
still stuck.
Because it's a stadium. It's not an arena. It's a stadium. Drake not a stadium guy.
I mean, damn. At a point, he had to be.
No.
Nah, that's crazy to think Drake was never a stadium guy, bro.
That was the lie. The lie was in the numbers. Of course, everybody heard Drake, but how much of that was retaining people?
Are people actually going to go out to concert to see him?
Yeah, and Drake sells out arenas. He is the biggest tour with 21 Savage, but 21 Savage and J. Cole were both on it. But I'm saying, like, Drake had a lot of people in support, a lot of all that. You see what I'm saying? But it's like to the point where you can get in the stadium is a different level. And I think if they could have did that with Young Money, they would have did it. If him and Nicki could have did that, they would have did it. They whole thing, Young Money's whole thing is about maintaining the numbers. That's one thing I learned. Like, listen to Carter 6, I just started thinking, like, nigga, these niggas' whole appeal, because think about it, all of their appeal, and I love Wayne and Nicki, don't get me wrong, but all of their appeal is just starting to decline. Why?
Because niggas ain't worried about the numbers.
Because their numbers are declining. And their whole career was based around, or most of their career was based around hits, numbers, and all of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely hits and being number one for sure.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Drake probably got, if we being real honest, Drake probably got like maximum 2 great albums.
I respect that.
Maximum.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum 2 great albums.
What's after great?
Take Care, Nothing Was the Same.
Well, that's a great, like, good, mid. I think Drake got more mid albums than he do good, like, great albums.
I respect that. Past like 4 have been fucking 5 ass.
Yeah, when you get to that 2018 era where that nigga's face is all over playlists on playlists, the Scorpion shit. Nigga, motherfuckers was asking for refunds. Because Drake's face was all over these, I think it's because he made that deal with the streaming companies. But that whole era too, like, niggas don't realize that shit was damn near forced.
That was forced. And the
shit
only
was
reason
forced.
God's Plan took off was because it was memes. That's the only reason God's Plan took off. I remember niggas was pushing that Michael Jackson song, bro.
Yo, they tried so hard. Bro, they tried. I'm not gonna lie, I like that song. But they tried so hard to make that song like a super mega with the Michael Jackson shit.
Man, they was hoping.
Bro, niggas was trying their ass off trying to make that an instant diamond.
Oh my God.
And you know what I heard? I heard something about when Drake, his whole career, like, he didn't get paid shit. He got paid his shit on the back end. So basically by the time, like, after the lawsuit, that's when he got paid like basically $1 billion. So I'm guessing nigga got a
what lawsuit?
With fucking Birdman or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I'm assuming.
Oh wait, the one that Lil Wayne did.
Right.
Or was it? Are you talking about the one where
It's a little Young Money contract. I mean, weren't they all affected type shit?
I think so. I think Lil Wayne sold their catalog. I think he sold Nicki's and Drake's catalog.
That was in like 2019, 20. Right.
Right. I think it was like 2019.
But anyways, I heard that nigga, he just got paid a whole lot of his money on the back end. And I'm guessing Scorpion was that. Like, he was able to buy a Michael Jackson track. And was like, let's go crazy. Nigga got the check and bought a Michael Jackson track.
Niggas really tried to lie about Drake's whole shit was like, it's crazy how this shit be like, bro, these niggas really be tricking you. Niggas had me fooled.
Yeah, smoking mirrors.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He said Birdman still has Drake's money. Fuck.
For real?
Hit his turf double bat like a deluxe. Nah, for real. Facts. Nah, real shit.
Hold up, what?
Yeah. He just starts getting cracking double back like a deluxe.
Oh, hold up.
Hey, Kendrick dropped a deluxe in Toronto.
Friday the 13th. Hold up.
So what I was thinking,
deluxe the GNX on that day.
Yeah, because what I was thinking was he drops the Bodies track. But if that red shit is a whole deluxe, which is I think I talked about that too.
It is terrible.
But if it's really a deluxe, oh man.
Oh my God.
On Friday the 13th?
Oh my God, Kendrick.
And think about it. Peep this.
Hey.
Peep this. The first time we see the red GNX is in a Luther music video, right? And the first thing Kendrick is doing is shooting a gun.
Is he?
Yeah. He's sitting right next to the video. He's sitting right next to the GNX. He just shooting. That's our first image of the red GNX.
Oh, nah.
So I'm like, what if Friday the 13th GNX, he just taking shots or he just, I don't know.
It's just, GNX was already hard. How much harder can it get?
Because when you see the SZA's Deluxe took her album to another level. I always felt like she was the prototype.
Right.
Like they were testing the shit with SZA.
Okay.
And it took her album to another level. Like it was like, I think she's like, did she tied Michael Jackson, right?
Oh wow.
For the longest
#1
top 10 album by a black artist for amount of weeks. I'm pretty sure she tied it or surpassed them. One of those. But so I think they testing it with that. And then they gonna really use the real blueprint on Kendrick's Deluxe. And if they do that on Friday the 13th, he said, wait, Bodies Friday the 13th, then Deluxe the 19th? Maybe.
That'd be fucking trippy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when Bodies drops, the culture, everybody gotta go inside.
What is Bodies? I don't think I heard that.
That's the snippet. Not right now.
Oh.
She passed him a bit. Dot birthday is the 17th. Reaction right after the concert. Say less. I got you. Dot birthday is the 17th. Ain't no way Drake's only plan for Friday is to drop a track with Smiley of all people. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, bro, RP Drake. Now, if Drake drops something on Friday the 13th, I gotta be alive. I gotta be alive because whatever Kendrick is about to drop is gonna be magical.
Bro, that a deluxe come out, bro, it's gonna be so dark for the industry for a minute.
How many songs do you think he put in out?
If he did a deluxe,
if he gives us the extra 5, I'm good.
I think he would do like 10.
Ooh.
You don't think so?
I was thinking 8, 5 to 8.
To me,
if he did 8,
I don't know why. I just feel like Kendrick, if the Kendrick drop a deluxe, it's gonna be the length of like a double album type. That's how I feel.
Because SZA had what? SZA had like 8?
Yeah, SZA had about like, she might have more.
She had like 10 or so.
How many songs did SZA have on her deluxe album? Do y'all know?
I think she had like 10 more, bro.
I mean, that's wild. That's wild. Regardless.
30? No.
Nah, y'all true.
Oh, wait, no, it was 30.
30 extra?
It was, wait, no.
30 in total. Extra.
It was 30 in total.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, it probably been like, it's probably like 12 or something then. It was a whole nother album, like 15. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it was a lot of songs. But I feel like it was like between like 8 and like, I don't know. But yeah, Kendrick's Deluxe is probably going to be a whole nother album. Like a double.
That'd be fucking scary.
Like a double.
That'd be spooky. I don't think he dropped the deluxe since Good Kid, right?
Right. Mr. Morale was a double album, but
was it really?
Yeah.
It just had 2. It had an A and a B.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Double up like it looks. Fucking up with it. There you go.
I feel like the GNX we got was part 2. What you mean by that?
Okay, like it has like a more chill vibe, maybe. Maybe the part 2 that we're actually gonna get is gonna be more like more fire.
I feel like the bodies is gonna be on that deluxe.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
So if the bodies is on that deluxe,
Yeah.
the energy is probably about to get turned up. And think about it. Think about all the shit everybody been saying since the Super Bowl. All the things that has happened. What Kendrick is doing, Kendrick got a crazy strategy. What Kendrick is doing is letting everybody else talk about everything. And then he don't say nothing. So the only time you get to hear his perspective is when he drop music. So even if you a Drake fan or whatever, you don't know what the fuck going on in Kendrick's head unless you go listen to the album. So because of that, a Friday the 13th surprise drop in Toronto, that's history. That's history.
That man is
That's
like,
history.
I'm
We're
spooky for that.
you damn near gonna make that album a classic off the moment itself.
Yeah. I mean, it's already
The red GNX too. I like the color. I like the scheme of it all.
Yeah.
Like how precise he is.
Come on.
That's what's scary. I think he has every right to continue this shit for the rest of his life. Like if he wants to continue to step on Drake, it's because it's like how precise he is a year later still.
It's crazy.
No, really. He's extra intentional.
It's crazy.
Extra intentional.
Yeah.
This is like a literal. What the fuck is that word?
Drake was just thinking track by track,
sewing it all together.
Oh, speaking of hold on. Oh my goodness. The Pacers won.
Oh, you're lying.
The Pacers won.
You're lying.
The Pacers won. Are we able to watch? Nah, they don't want to watch no basketball.
No way.
Y'all want to watch some basketball? I did a video about the Toronto theory on my channel.
God.
What Toronto theory?
Tyrese Halliburton. Bro.
Oh, that nigga almost had a triple dub.
Bro.
That nigga almost had a triple dub.
Matherin off the bench?
They said no. I bet 2K on Pacers by 10. I watched the game. Nah, but yeah. But hey, the deluxe after the Toronto shows, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bodies is gonna go so fucking crazy. It's gonna go so. You said you stay streaming during games. This is so true. I never thought about that.
That is true.
I stream during a lot of games. I wonder what that's about. Drake beard looks fake. Did he understand making our beard just fit him better? A month in from his own over, y'all. Came with a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised and keeping the shout around them. Hey, shout out about to baby girl. He said, Natalia K. Shout out to you for the super chat. What if you did back-to-back Friday? What if you did a back-to-back Friday 13th and Meet the Grams at 2 on Father's Day? No way he does Meet the Grams. Impossible.
Yo, if he didn't Meet the Grams, that'd be crazy. On Friday the 13th, spooky vibes.
Nah, that'd be crazy. He said, because Jalopy and gang be high as fuck. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, listen, man. Listen. Listen.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, hey. Shit, what? You want to call it a wrap? I feel like I feel like nothing else to really talk about. I think listen. I'm gonna drop a video at 7 a.m. All right. I got too many ideas, so I don't know which one. But I'm gonna drop a video at 7 a.m. So be ready. You feel me? Maybe I'll try to. I just got too many ideas of what video I want to do. But yeah, I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow at 7 a.m. And matter of fact, I have a bunch of ideas, but what do y'all want to hear me talk about tomorrow? Because tomorrow is an interesting day. And with the concert going on at night, I love and live for your morning drops. That's love. And I've noticed that people like the morning drops more, for sure. People do like the morning drops more. I definitely need to, yeah, for sure. Yo, Brandon Panetta is crazy, bro. No, Drake's the one dragging the battle out for sure. But he tried to spin it and pretend that it's the other way around. But Kendrick about to go for the kill shot. I know that. Kendrick about to go for the kill shot. Kendrick not playing. If Kendrick was really a goon, he dropped that the how many stops do I really have a stop?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He put all 5 of them on the deluxe. I don't know.
Oh.
But then you don't want to. I don't think
1,
you want to.
2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5.
If he was talking, he got extra diss tracks. But then again, I wouldn't drop no extra diss tracks unless you got new information. So I think you just leave it alone.
I think him dropping is.
Wait. Craig gifted 5 Jalopy Bungus memberships. I don't know what that means, but it got a star next to it, so I know that's a good thing. Thank you, dog. I appreciate it, bro. Much love, family. Much love, for real, for real.
Okay, Craig, the big drop off.
For real, thank you.
He remembered.
Real talk.
He remembered.
What's crazy is mad respect for you, man. Hey, that's love. Appreciate you, for real. Thank you. Real talk. Shit. I know we about to get off of here, but yeah, I remember some people was telling me, what's it called? Get back to dropping the music, to rapping and shit. I got a lot of shit coming. Real talk. Pause. This nigga. He said, but I got a lot of shit on the way that I think y'all gonna fuck with. Especially if you fuck with the vocal cords or a broken woman. I think a lot of y'all love that. The new shit is just as deep, just as serious. It's different all types of shit, but we talking that real shit though. That's all I know. As raw as the content I be giving, that's as raw as the music is. Real talk. I didn't know you battle rap. Yeah, I battle too. I ain't battled in like a year and some change, but yeah.
His net worth is 100.
I got beats for you, Jalopy. Hey, say less. Me and my boy Shrub just did a video too to this one. I just got a bunch of stuff I got in the stash right now. But listen, when I'm about to start rolling, I'm telling y'all, the shit I'm about to start dropping, for real, I can't wait. But hey, we gonna get off of here. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all know what it is. You feel me? Y'all have a good night. You feel me? If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. What you doing? If you new here, subscribe. If you've been watching me but ain't did, subscribe. You feel me? Teach our people. Listen, that's all the new music is. I swear to God. It's all soul music. It's all soul music. You feel me? But all right. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Let me catch y'all.